I think the younger the kid is, the harder it's going to be. I think we can do anything we can set our minds to if we have the right resources, but I think it's going to be very hard. A lot of burden on teachers to keep kids apart. I think a lot of stress on them and on the students for that matter. I know that my youngest has a certain amount of anxiety about making others sick, even though she's not herself sick, but just her processing of that. So I think it's possible. I think it will be hard. I think there's just a lot of hard choices though. So I think it's worth pursuing some of these different spacings so that we can go about school. I want to do what's best for our community, not just my kids. We've even talked about if it's an option to be online or not be online. I have the privilege of not working full time, so I could keep my kids home where some people need to send their kids home. So I feel like we have to do what's best for the whole community. I want my kids to go back to school because I know that that's where they flourish. That's the best for them. For my particular kids, probably not all kids. So I think it's good if we can go back. I think it's good to give parents options also. If there is a possibility of a hybrid where kids could be sometimes online and sometimes in person, I think that might be advantageous so that nobody felt completely isolated. I think the biggest thing is good communication. I think that can be the hardest thing for adults and for kids when they don't know what's happening. Even if I just get the communication that we're going to tell you something, that would be the most helpful thing I think leaders can do. Of course, I want to support them any way I can, and I may complain, but I hope that I can be agreeable and knowing that they're making a hard decision. But if they can communicate their process even, I think is really, really helpful.